Hello, I am Sophie welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another writing vlog. This one is a little fun and a little special because it is not a Project What writing vlog, it is a Project Moss writing vlog, which is the second book in the Project What series, so we're moving up in the world. This vlog starts out kind of weird because, like, the moment I started filming it, I had to leave my house for about a week to go dog sit. So most of this vlog is in not my house. Anyways, my goal originally in this vlog was to finish the zero draft of Project Moss. And not only that, I wanted to finish the draft before the end of the year. If you watched my last video about my 2023 writing recap and my goals for 2024, you would already know that I didn't finish this draft in 2023. You probably already know that because this video is part one of two. So basically, this is just me getting up to the midpoint of the zero draft because that took way longer than I expected it to. She's gorge. I don't know what happened to that one. I'll talk about it more later in the vlog, but seriously, like, I thought this was going to be, like, so, not easy, but it was going to be simple, I guess, to get to the end of the book, and it was not, because this draft is a little more detailed and convoluted than I expected it to be, especially for a zero draft, but I will talk more about that later. During this time as well, we did a lot of cafe hopping, went to a lot of different cafes. Some stuff that's like a little out of the way from my house we got to go to because the house we were staying at was a little bit closer to these places. The crack has been served. So, got to go to some cafes that I haven't been to in a while that I absolutely adore. Hello. My hair looks like this because I just showered, and that's how it's gonna go. But hi, I am currently dog sitting that dog, that one, for the rest of the year. For the rest of the year until the 31st, which seems dramatic. It's like, what, 3 more days? I'm here until the end of the year, and my goal is to finish this book by the end of the year, so I'm hopefully going to finish my book while I'm here. Anyways, I'm sitting outside because I want my hair to dry sooner so it doesn't look like this much longer. You're going to have to deal with it, though, because I'm filming. I am in the fun and games still, so we're cooking through that. I don't know if I'm actually going to finish the book by the end of the year. I want to stay positive and say I will, but I also want to stay realistic. I have been writing pretty good amount though lately. Like yesterday I barely filmed, but yesterday I wrote like 13 pages, which is pretty good for me. Obviously not enough to be finishing the book pace, but I'm hoping that as the rest of the week goes on I'll be able to write a little more, because for the most part all I'm doing is sitting here with him. I'm gonna write out here while I sit in the sun with little mans and get some writing done. Hopefully. Who knows? Who knows, right, bud? Who knows? We'll see what happens. While I was here, staying at this other house, I saw this kind of like a writing retreat. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be at this house until December 31st. I'm going to use all this time that I have here to write, to dedicate to Project Moss and getting it done. And it was going great. I was writing like maybe 5,000
words a day, like 3 to 5,000 a day for like 2 days straight, okay? That doesn't seem like a lot, but 10,000 words in 2 days, that's pretty good. And then disaster struck. I got sick. I got a cold. Disaster struck. That's a little dramatic, but I did get sick. And I was like, of all the times I can get a cold, I have to get it now when I have this deadline that I've set on myself. And like, it's gonna cause brain fog. I'm not gonna be able to focus. I'm gonna have to be like sleeping all the time. Like, why? Of all the times. But it happened. It happened.
Okay, that's good. Is that gonna stay? That's so dangerous. Hi. I know I sound weird. That is because, I'm sick. Yeah, I got a cold. It's so awesome. And I sound like a huge dweeb now. But it is the 30th. It is the 30th of December. We are one day away from the new year. And we are still cooking. We're still cooking. I am still in the fun and games. I genuinely don't know how far I'm gonna get before like midnight of the 31st, but right now I'm in the fun and games. It's going pretty smoothly. At the beginning of the fun and games, there's this big portion where we're with one character in one location for a big chunk of time because it's his book. It's his book. He's the main character of the book, so like we're gonna be with him the most, but there's a chunk of the fun and games where we're just with him, and I just got out of that, so now I feel like things are gonna go a little bit quicker because now that we're like jumping around, it's gonna be nice and cute. I feel like things will pick up their pace with me, at least, since I'm jumping from character to character and like it's not getting stale, which is probably a problem I will need to fix in revision, but that's not what we're gonna worry about right now. Anyways, I just got out of that. I also just got out of Panera. I wrote like 3,000 words in there. Not terrible. And now I'm going to go back to the home of the dog that I am dog sitting and hopefully crank out a few more words there because it needs to be done. 3K so far for the day though is not bad. That was about 1,000 words an hour, which good on me, good on me. If I could keep that pace up for the rest of the day, that would be awesome. We're gonna see what happens though, because I've been sniffling all day and I feel I feel like I'm annoying people, but if I'm at home, I won't annoy anyone because no one's there. Anyways, I hope there's no one watching me in this parking lot right now as I talk to you guys and I look crazy. But I'll see you guys at home. Not my home. I'll see you guys in a little bit. When I get out of the car and stop looking like a crazy person in public. Yay!
But I still pushed through. I was like, okay, I might be sick, but if I'm sick, it means I'm not going to work, which means I should be able to do this. Obviously not overdo it, but still I would have more time on my hands to do so because I'm not doing anything else, because what else can you do when you're sick? So, you know, we got down to business once more. Just try to push out scenes. It's a zero draft. I wasn't trying to make it super cute. I wanted like decent prose, of course, and I wanted to get like my point across somewhat elegantly, but you know, it's a zero draft. It wasn't going to be pretty. So literally any time I had, pretty much between eating food and like running the occasional errand, I had my notebook out and open and I was just chipping away at it. But before I knew it, it was time for us to go. We had to clean up the house and head out before they got home. Oh my god, also, while I was cleaning up, little mini bag haul. I got my bag from this brand called New Bella. I've been using that literally every day. It's my favorite bag. My project Moss notebook, of course. And then I have a second version of that notebook. Third is my plot cards for the story. And then my AirPod case that a good writer friend of mine made for me. It is literally so adorable, is my favorite thing, and I really need to wash it, so it's a little dirty. And then I have a Josh Hutcherson keychain attached to my AirPods. I have my AirPods and I also have my headphones because, you know, different scenarios need different listening devices. And then a recent book purchase. And then I also have this little coffee cup bag, and this is actually the bag I use to carry my camera. So you're going in there.
Happy New Year! It's midnight. We did it! Yeah! Merry Christmas. It's cold out here, man.
All right, and then New Year's came around. Did not finish the book, but we are still chugging along. So a few days after New Year's, I think this clip is from the 4th. I was back at it. I was back at it in one of my favorite local cafes. I'm there almost every day. It's actually bad. And then it was my birthday. And then it was my birthday. I went to go get Korean chicken wings with my friend. They were delicious.
I literally can't get it off. Yes. Oh.
She is so cute.
You're gonna be editing this and I'm like, what the fuck?
What were we doing? Yes.
Yes, Glenn!
So cute.
And then after that, after my birthday, it was right back to it. It was right back to it. Back in that same cafe, and I finished the first notebook of the story. I honestly didn't even think this whole book would fill this notebook when I first started writing it. We will just see how big this draft gets. It's scary. I'm scared.
Hi guys. This car is so dark. There we go. Hi. Long time no chat. I just spent the last like 3 hours in one of my favorite little coffee shops near my house, and I just wrote like 2,200 words. Not bad, not bad. I will talk more later though, because I feel like a maniac talking to myself in a parked car. So, anyways, I wanted to give that update really quick. While I was here, I literally just sat down right after work, and I was like, I'm gonna write a little bit. And I ended up finishing a chapter. I finished chapter 19, and then I wrote all of chapter 20, which, yay! And I am now on chapter 21. Fun. I'm going home now because it was getting busy in there, and I didn't want to be a nuisance because I'd been there for 3 hours already. But I'm gonna continue writing when I get home, because I really like how it's going right now. I'll talk about that more when I get home. But I just wanted to update. Yeah, I'm gonna go home now. It's been a couple days since the day I wrote like 2,200 words. I don't think I've done much since then. I've written a little bit while I have been at lunch at work, because that is usually when I do get writing done on the days that I work. So I've been like chipping away at it, doing maybe 500 words on a good day when I am on lunch and writing. I don't know if I've shared this with the vlog yet, but I am on notebook number 2. It's the same notebook. I think I've shown that in the vlog. I went and picked this one up because I knew that I was not gonna be able to fit the entire book in this one. But that is done, and we are on to book 2. We are 20 pages into this one. Oh no! Okay, dropped a note on the ground. Yeah, I did that work because I was bored. But it has notes on it for this project, so like it counts. But I'm finally here to talk about those things that I wanted to talk about while I was in the car, but I didn't want to look crazy. First and foremost, and I wanted to talk about this since like forever, but having these two new perspectives in this book is so much fun. It is so much fun getting to see my three main characters from the perspective of someone else. So cool. The voices are so fun. It's being able to write in two new voices and like seeing how they see the world is so much fun. Like, one of the characters is a very cynical and like calculating person. He's so like moody. He's such a pessimist and is always like ragging on things, always ragging on people, like how they behave. Like, it is like, he's just so petty, and I love him for that. And then the other character that I added the point of view for, he's not as confident. He is always ready for something to go wrong, and he's expecting something to go wrong, and he thinks he's gonna be the reason that something goes wrong, and that's just like constantly happening. And the position that he's in is one that he really can't mess up, and he's like, this is the time, this is when it's gonna happen, because of course this is when it's gonna happen. So their perspectives are like humorous in their own ways, and it's just so fun. It's so fun to be able to write these characters like that and to see the world and what's happening in the book from their perspectives, both what they know and what they don't know, because one character knows everything, like exactly what's going on. He's like trying to plan what's gonna happen next, like he's in the know. And then the other character knows nothing about what's going on. He doesn't know who he's with, like the significance of who he's working with. He doesn't know what's happening for the most part on the island. That power imbalance is been really fun. And this book is helping me characterize my main characters more. I've talked about this in other videos before, but like, I suck at building characters, like just out of the blue. I don't want to say out of the blue, but like just like pulling it out of nowhere. I cannot do that. Like, I have to write them before I can understand who they are. And this book is like putting so much together. Now that I've introduced characters into the story that have known my main characters for longer than like we have, technically, because they've known each other since before the first book starts. Does that make sense? We get to see more of what the characters are like just their personality and like what these new point of views know about them. That's been amazing. When I was at that coffee shop a couple days ago, I wrote into the new point of views scene a characterization of one of my main characters that I was like, wow, why did I not know that until literally right now? Like, we're halfway through the second book that I have with these characters, and it took me this long to realize that this was one of my character's strongest traits. Like, this was him. This was his driving force. I don't know, but I'm glad that it happened, because I feel like it kind of streamlined the story a little more. Oh my... Speaking of streamlining the story, I'm so mad. So, when I first outlined the book, the fun and games with the main character, Elliot, I had him focusing on helping the island, and like his storyline would ultimately benefit the island. Like that was his goal, help the island that they live on. I was about 3/4 of the way through the fun and games when I realized that if we were to keep more in character with him, his focus wouldn't be helping the island, it would be trying to help one of the characters with a new POV sort of escape the situation he's in. Because Elliot thinks that this guy is being manipulated, being held against his will. So he's trying to encourage this guy to get out of there. Get out of there, because like, this isn't you. Like, I know you. This isn't you. And then he redirects his plans, I guess, from saving this guy to getting revenge on this guy. And that fits so much better with his character because he's literally obsessed with this guy for all of book one, and it's like how he's not just gonna lose that obsession. He's not gonna lose the fact that he's dedicated so much time to this guy, right? So that's gonna continue on. He's not just gonna cut off point blank and never think about this guy again, focus on the island, you know? It fits so much better with the character. This is the changes I did. It literally says motivation change for Elliot in draft 1. And then parentheses, yes, comma, already, ... Draft 1, because this is the 0 draft, yeah. But I literally already changed it. And I can't do anything right now, because I'm already writing the book. I did kind of change it, actually, while I was writing the Fun and Games. I didn't change his base motivation, because obviously I had already written it to where he wants to help the island. When I did figure out that I wanted to change it, I sort of just nudged the scene into what I wanted it to be. So the first half of the book is wrong, the second half of the book will be correct, and we'll just have to fix it. I'm glad I found that, because I feel like it'll just focus the book better and make it seem more meaningful, because it's something that Elliot would actually do in real life. As if he's real, as if he's a real person. Anyways, those are the things I wanted to talk about. This vlog is getting kind of long, so I decided I'm gonna split it in two. Hopefully the second half will be shorter because I'll be out of the Fun and Games, and usually that second half of the book, technically I guess because it's called the midpoint, but the Fun and Games is so big that it's not really at the middle. That's probably just a personal problem, but hopefully the second vlog will be shorter because there will be less time for me to film it. I don't know. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that this vlog is going up to the midpoint. I'm gonna finish the Fun and Games with y'all in this vlog, and then we will cut her off, and I will do a second video for the entire rest of the book, because I don't want this vlog to be like an hour and a half long. So we're gonna do that, and I'm almost done. I'm almost done with the midpoint. I feel like I've said that in this vlog already. If I haven't, whoops, but I literally wanted to be done with the midpoint forever ago. And now, where's my plot cards? Now, I have, here's her money spread of the plot cards. Sorry. I have, two. I have 2 cards left. And technically, these are one scene, because this is just notes to lead into the midpoint, and this is like what's actually happening in the scene. So, one scene-ish, maybe, but it's like a world-building scene where we get some information about the enemy group. So, it's gonna be kind of a long scene, but it's one scene, and then we're in the midpoint. So, we're almost done. And then this is what we have left to write. This is what's already written. So, not bad, not terrible, but this is gonna be a whole separate vlog, so I won't talk about that here. I hope to finish this tomorrow, both while I'm on lunch at work and after work. So I will see you tomorrow after work, hopefully, where I can finish the Fun and Games and wrap this vlog up. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, hi, it's the next day, at like 8:30 at night. It feels later than that, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I gotta fix the lighting again. Dang it, ah! Yeah, we'll use that. Okay. So, it is the next day, and the midpoint. We are at the midpoint. We're there! We did it. The notebooks. I labeled them. I've numbered them. This is book 1. This is notebook 1 of book 2. And then here's book 2. That's it right now. I don't have any stickers on it yet. I'm gonna put stickers on it if I can remember where those stickers are. Okay, so I got this little bag that I embroidered. I don't know if that'll show up. I put those little guys on there. 2 stickers in here. 3 stickers in here. Okay, well, both of these are for the same thing. So we're gonna do this one and put this one back for later. While I talk, I guess I'll put these on here. I'll show you. Be grateful, shine bright. Little bear with a cupcake. How could I say no? And then crystal something. Crystal magic. Anyways, I am now up to midpoint. It happened. It was so much easier to write than I thought. Literally, I thought it was going to take much more like words to get to the point that I wanted to end the scene and get us into the midpoint. I thought it was going to take me like the rest of today, like 3 hours. I thought it was going to take me like 3 hours to finish this scene. I literally finished it in like an hour and a half, which, yippee, honestly, yippee. I was writing it and I was like, this scene is almost over. This scene is concluding. When I thought I was going to put so much more information into it, I probably will in like later drafts, but for now, like, it worked for the plot that I have. So I was like, okay, we're wrapping it up. And it was so easy and quick that I actually started the midpoint stuff, which the midpoint isn't one scene technically. I think is going to be 4 scenes, maybe 5. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it, but that's how we're doing it. And I am currently into the second sort of build-up scene, which is very fun. Okay, I got the stickers on. She's so cute and fun. What was I saying? I am actually kind of liking the writing in here so far. Sometimes it's a little forced because I'm not very good at starting scenes or ending them. I don't know how to really get a good opening line for them, and it usually takes a while to like start a scene because I want to start it with a good sentence. I don't want it to be weird and like forced and like gross, but for a 0 draft I don't really care. So a lot of the opening lines and the ending lines of these scenes are just not it. Those I'm not enjoying, but once I can get into the scene, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of enjoying it. I know I talked about this yesterday, but I'm loving writing the 2 new characters into this book. It is so fun. It's so fun, and being able to write in their voices is like kind of stretching my writing skills, I guess, because these 2 characters are in kind of a voice that I haven't written before, so it's been a lot of fun to be able to integrate that. But those are like my favorite scenes kind of right now. They're really fun. They're really fun to write. But also I feel like just because I've been with this story so long, it's me, obviously it's my book. But like I feel like right now I am like we're like this, me and my book, and it's just like the ideas are coming out and they're better than I expected them to be. Like when I first outlined the book, or now that I'm writing it and I've done a few changes, like it's coming out better than I had expected it to, and that's great. Obviously it's not publishable and like perfect. It's a 0 draft. The story is clicking together faster than it usually does for my 0 drafts. Like 0 drafts are usually like a mess and I have to streamline the plot because I just go all over the place, and this one seems like it's definitely staying more focused. So that is good. Probably because both I've been with the story forever, and 2, I'm getting better at understanding how stories work. So I don't have to do so many trial and error test runs and rewriting and redrafting. Hopefully. I need a second opinion on that, but right now not bad, I don't think. But that is it for this vlog. I finished the fun and games, finally. It took so long. literally insane how long it took. Let's see how many words I have. When I was writing this for Camp Nano, I said it was 200 words a page. That completely inaccurate by 50 words. It's about 150 words per page. So there is 137 pages in this one because of how I used the notebook. Or not 100, Jesus, 237 pages in here. So we have 237 times 150. So in that notebook, we have, it's not gonna focus on it, come on man. We have 35,550 words. That's in the first notebook. So we have 33 done in book 2. So that's about 5,000 words. Okay, I'm almost at 40,000. We're at 38,500. Not bad. This is definitely gonna be my longest zero draft ever. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I will be back hopefully soon with part 2 of this journey where I can say I finished the zero draft, but don't want to get ahead of myself. We are done. We're at the midpoint, which is not at the middle of the book. That's my fault. How's writing going for you? How's life? Let me know in the comments, all the updates. I love to know everything. I'm nosy. Let me know in the comments, and hope to see you in the next one. Peace. Wow. Also, look at this sweater. My friend got it for me for my birthday. Isn't that sick? Anyways, bye.